on the right button helps. Hi everyone, this is Jeep Girl and Jeep. I am trying to get more people on. I really hope things come through. Um, we are live right now. At least I did get one person in. Unfortunately, that one person is right next to me. So this is kind of a very random two-person chat where one of us has to mute while the other one talks. So this is going to be fun. Topics tonight. I do very much want to keep on going with Jen's talk. By talking about movies. I really do like movies, so movies are going to be part of it. And then just a random chatter from there on throughout the whole thing happens. We're okay with this. So just temporarily, I'm trying to see who is friends with me on circles so I can invite them in and spread it so we can do more. It's really bad. I have two different accounts and all my friends are on one account and not this account. So I'm really trying to fix it. Trying, I promise, I'm trying. So yeah. So while I'm doing that, I'm going to mute and Jeep can talk over me instead. So I'm going to go mute.
I'm unmuted. Hey. So, if you guys hadn't seen, I spent like the whole day, I mean, not the whole time, but the whole day back and forth, go work a little bit on those kits, come back, have to do something else, go and do something on those kits, set up the camera, take some pictures, the whole 9 yards. It took a while to do that whole thing today. And actually, even after Jeep Girl got home is when I was finishing up. Went down and got some groceries today and things like that. So I spent the whole day, in and out. But I got those all ready. If you see them, and I don't know what made me think of it is I was just like, you know what? What if there's a little piece of wood in there that would help burn it a little longer, or you could, like feather stick it, like I said, or something like that. I'm like, I got a whole bunch of toothpicks. They're aim for 100,000, and I'm like, I'm going to put one in there. It will fit just perfect in there. Just another way of starting fire, I just think, well, that would make sense to me. So the new ones that will be going out will have that update. I have some already made up, and I actually used the last of the ones that I had. And then after that, the new ones will kind of... Redneck, if you look at my videos, I have an EDC emergency fire kit. I know, like, Camel's doing a review on them. Oh, there's my buddy Seeds. Hi, Seeds.
G'day, mate.
All of you that haven't met Seeds of Freedom, this is Seeds of Freedom. And anyway, the new kits, it's a everyday carry. I carry them in the pouch. Mine just so happens to have skateboards on it. But I got 25 different patterns now, thanks to Camo and Biddy Boo. But it's
Did I say you could advertise on my channel?
I am advertising. It's got cotton swab, lighter, matches, cotton dip things. The whole idea behind it was to have it small enough that you will carry it with you and that you want to have it in your pocket. And somebody, when I was first coming up with the idea, he says, well, I have my ferrocerium rod and my lighter in the truck. If something happens, I just have my truck. I said, yeah, but if I'm in the store or something like that and something happens that way where my truck is and I need to go that way, I'm going to be over there making fire and you're going to be wishing you had your truck. The idea behind it was you always had it on you. I know my brother Rick Thomas there, he's got his ready to go. Oh, here comes Herbster. Hi, Herbie.
Daddy, can
Hi, hi.
I?
Oh, this is the one and only.
One and only. This is Herbster Place One, everybody.
Oh, I can see you, Joe. Hello there, Joe.
Yeah, I know there seems to be a lot of that. There's some channels that aren't coming up in the feed. I have to go through and make sure they haven't put out a new video all the time because for whatever reasons, videos aren't coming up in the feeds all the time.
I couldn't find seeds. I just had that issue, and I knew I was friends with her.
So, yep, that's
Hey,
the
gee,
new.
I bought a new fire kit yesterday.
Say again?
By the way,
Did I bought a new fire kit yesterday? Just kidding.
Yeah, happy birthday, Seeds.
Good on you, mate.
I know it's well for you now. It's just a day late for us.
So, if you don't know, Seeds is down in the land down under on the sunny west coast of Australia. And Herbie's muted. But anyway, so that's the new update. I really thank everyone for the support. You guys have been awesome on this. And I think when as people's feeds get back out there, they'll see them and get even more really good. So.
Gee, I found, actually, my wife found this website. Now, for those people that are making YouTube videos, you all know the nightmare of copyright infringement. Well, there's a guy called Josh Woodward. Some of you may know him, but I'm going to put the link in there. And there is hundreds of songs you can use for your YouTube channel. So, if that's all right, Jeep, can I put that in the chat?
Yeah, you can't put the whole thing. The outside chat and the room won't let you. The internal chat can. You can put it in the.
And I can put it in the description.
And then if you put it in the internal chat, then Jeep Girl can put it in the description. So then they can look in the description from it.
I'm just going to remove the H so that it just shows up as normal text, and all people have to do is then when they put it in their web browser, just put the H in first. So let me try that.
Okay. Oh yeah, you put okay. That's the internal chat. Right now we have a whole nother chat going on Jeep Girl's YouTube page too.
Well, let me go to Jeep Girl's channel. Just hang on a sec.
So yeah, actually Jeep Girl said she'll do it. She'll put it out there, but there's
the link that I put in.
Yeah, there's several. I'll put her YouTube internal in here, and yeah, there's several people out in the chat, so we're actually talking to them out there also. And we have I'm a Redneck Cockerham, Rick Thomas, Jerry Pruitt. Let me see who else we have out here. Dundrum 242 out here. Yeah, Jerry Thomas. Yeah, Iridium.
Thanks for following me.
Awesome.
Oh yeah, I remember.
So did that link get put into the other chat so people could do? I'm only putting it out there because it's free music. He's a great artist, and you're allowed to use it on YouTube. So that'll help a lot of people who want to put music to their channel. Because in the past, I've forever got a heap of problems with some music in the background. So hopefully that can help people.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm putting it out. I'm going to put it actually in the chat part of it too. Oh, okay. They're actually getting smart there.
Well, if people can hear me, I mean, let's do this old-fashioned school. I'm actually just going to call out the website and then just go and have a look. So if you people are interested in some free music for your YouTube, it's www.joshwoodward, and I'm going to spell it for you, JOSHWOODWARD.com. And if you've got that, go and have a look and you'll see what I mean. He's a great artist. You can contribute to him, but you don't have to. You can use all of his music for free. So have a look at the website. All right, my advertisement's over, Jeep, and no, I didn't get paid for that.
He might look into it. You might be his best supporter there and actually getting his word out.
If anyone sends him money, good. I'm not interested in making any money out of someone else's work, so good on him.
Yeah. No, I agree, especially with the YouTube cracking down on copyright infringements. If you're monetized, they really crack down on you. If you're not monetized, they don't even think twice about you. But boy, if you're making money off of Google, they come down. That's for sure.
Sure do. So I'm not sure what. I've got a million people on Pal Talk. I suppose I should go to that room. Is that room open?
I have not opened it.
You have no power. Good. You with the power would be dangerous, you girl.
We do have the power to do it.
Tell us a little bit about you're totally opposite weather than us here. So what is your weather going on right now down there?
Well, actually, we had a real mild winter, really, really mild. We had the coldest day here was about 8 degrees Celsius, so not cold. And it was, I think now yesterday was 25 degrees Celsius. We get beautiful weather really for about 6 months of the year, and then someone turns the furnace on. So we're just slipping into early summer. We don't actually have a spring. It sort of goes from cool to hot.
Yeah, we actually just this last week went from being pretty warm down to cool. Like we had one night down to 39 degrees here, which is really unheard of for September. We're usually still pretty warm here. So I'm into long sleeve shirts already, and usually that don't at least happen until the middle of October, at least in this part of the country. So
Right.
that's I'll go ahead and mute, and Jeep Girl can talk here now. We're in the same room, so if I don't have mine muted when she talks, then it picks up both at the same time and echoes, and it internally loops, and it just sounds like a hallway down here. So
I got you.
So I'm back. Hi! I can take control of my own. So movies. We like movies. I was trying to talk during Jen's, but didn't invite me. Way to go, Jen. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. She was closing up while I was getting on, unfortunately. So movies. The question out to the room is, what is your favorite movie? I don't know who Monkey was. Which monkey? Sorry. I'm trying to read. I was trying to read it at the same time. It doesn't work for me. Really doesn't. So Seeds.
I'm watching a Kung Fu movie with it, Stephen. And then I get, oh,
Yeah. What's your favorite movie of mine?
my favourite movie is definitely Off-Grid Girls Gone Wild, where they eat bugs, clean their clothes in the river with rocks. They just spread hair everywhere. Yeah, it's going to be a great movie.
Abby and I are actually really working on the publication of that movie to get it more worldwide. So
Oh,
instead
great.
of just Australia.
Morning.
I'm a redneck says dazed and confused. It's his.
Can I just bring up something before? I was briefly in another lady's room through a link through your channel, and they were talking about all sorts of things, girly stuff, which is fine. But they were talking about movies and things like that. But during that conversation, I saw text where Jeep Girl said, "I'm lying down on the bed relaxing," and on the other side, there's Jeep cooking the chicken. What's the go there?
Jeep Girl works. Jeep is home all day. Jeep Girl injured her back really, really bad. Jeep's already healed from his back injury. So, Jeep Girl wins and got to bed, and Jeep got to cook.
Yeah, but he's probably spent all day slaving over a hot chicken. I mean, you don't even take that into consideration.
He probably did. And I love him greatly for it.
So what did you have with the chicken? You just have chicken.
We had loaded mashed potatoes.
Right.
Unfortunately, they were boxed.
What?
And peas. And again, they weren't fresh. Unfortunately, I can't wait till we have our garden.
Now we did get healthy cucumbers.
We did get cucumbers this year, and water. There's a watermelon growing, and there's a squash growing, and we had a couple of lines of string beans. Of course, I have a very, very mature, wonderful Jeep next to me. And his favorite movie is Napoleon Dynamite. And it's not his favorite, but he likes saying it's his favorite. When people ask me this, the number one movie that always comes to mind for me is Princess Bride. Because Princess Bride is an amazing movie. Just saying. Love it. But I actually have kind of a favorite in every genre. Musical. I would say Notre Dame de Paris is a French opera-ish, like new age thing. Horror, The Conjuring, absolutely amazing movie. I cannot wait until they do
My best horror movie, The News.
Which one, Muse?
Yeah, it was horror stories on the news.
Oh, The News. Oh, yeah.
Hello. I got a Princess Bride. Look. Here's my Princess Bride. You ready? Here we go. Here's my Princess Bride.
Oh, there's the Hi, beautiful.
Hi.
She's a cute one, like me.
That was a great video.
Yeah.
Oh,
Get to lie down a while while she did all the cooking.
Mandy and Seeds, well, we both have you.
Lie and cook.
We did, Mandy and Seeds, well, we have you. We did have addition to the family.
What?
Do you want to go get her? We'll bring the baby on camera in a second. Keep this going to
Baby
go
on-
get her.
Sounds like a kitten to me.
Not a kitten. My battery's low on my phone. It is officially told you this.
Oh. Come here. There you go.
This is baby.
Obviously, it's a long labour because we can't see the baby yet. Push, Jeep. Push.
Hey, hey now. We're not having a baby elephant here. You're getting on.
I know.
Okay.
It's very muffy. And
Mandy, you just walked away.
I'm still here. Still here waiting. Where's the baby?
see, where is it?
He has it. It's right behind his hand now.
I don't understand. It's very muffy.
Part of that I've got to change the settings on your computer.
And everyone here, here's Jeep with our baby Elsa. Elsa is a year old. She's not a baby, but she's a year old. She is a lion head albino. Albino lion head. She's lovey, lovey, dovey. She's my baby bunny. And before anyone says it, we do not eat this rabbit, and anyone who touches my rabbit harmfully
Carrots and celery.
will be murdered.
Dip it into the flour. Gently stir for the raw. I'm drooling. Show me the cooked rabbit. Rabbit.
Thanks.
Rabbit. Kill the rabbit.
No,
Kill the rabbit.
I wouldn't let him either. I name everything and he can't kill it.
I name it lunch.
We will be raising meat rabbit, but this one is a bunny.
I thought I
We
could see
keep bunnies. We eat
doing a
rabbit.
kitchen trick. She's full of
There is
rabbit
not
eggs.
enough meat on her anyways.
God, look at that. So cute.
She is my baby. She is raised to be cute.
Oh, look at it.
Hi, baby girl. You coming over to mommy?
Rabbit.
We are not killing the rabbit. We want to eat the rabbit. This is
Oh, no. Wow, that's a big girl.
Where's it happy? It doesn't crap on your bed.
Bobby Crane.
She only peeps on my side of the bed.
Is she in that Angora? An Angora rabbit?
Lionhead.
This is a lion head. It's a mix between an Angora and the breed itself. Is
Yeah.
and I think it was like a Rex or a Dutch or something, because she technically has two types of fur. Right here is one, and then she gets the poofy fur around her neck, causing a mane, which is her lion head. Oh, come here, baby. Oh, you are. She's a daddy's girl.
Yeah, but that's she's got that charm.
And so mommy tends to try to spoil her every time she can.
I gotta tell you,
SAS Survival Man.
I can hardly understand your audio because it's really muffled. Mandy said it might be something to do with my computer, so I'm going to close this one down. With another computer, young Con, I'll go into this channel, take it.
Okay. We can get you back
How
on
do
the
I get
video.
into these things? Do I just kill the actual page? Is that how I get out of it?
Yeah, you can exit by pushing the phone, and then you still have the link in Pal Talk, so you can jump in whenever you want.
All right, I'm going to close this one down. I just can't understand the audio, to be honest. I'll be back.
Okay. Yes, you're still that. Mm-hmm. I can. Sorry, Jeep's going to go on.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we agree. We want meat rabbits too. The meat rabbits won't be named Elsa or anything like that. It will be named Sunday brunch, dinner, things like that. And not only that, when you're talking, 14, 16 weeks after, you get a Californian or anything like that,
Yeah, we don't.
you're ready to butcher. Otherwise, you start getting tough and you got to can them or something. But this one here is just for the pet. So we will have meat rabbits
She's
too.
too old to kill for me.
So,
Yes, we are.
what kind of rabbits are you having out there, SAS? You said you got 3 does written. Fixing the kit in the first of the month. Oh yeah, there's a delay. I keep thinking about the delay from when we ask a question to when we get an answer. Yeah, you can ask Rick Thomas what happens when he threatens to eat Elsa.
Oh, and Redneck.
Oh, and Redneck too, is he threatening?
Redneck did.
And Redneck says, I'm getting ready to do videos on my tiny house. Awesome. I want to see that. And if you guys haven't seen it yet, C. Spearman's having an awesome, awesome contest. Giving away first prize is a Light My Fire Mora. And I have a Light My Fire Mora. Love it. Awesome, awesome knife.
I want a
And
blue one.
he's got, I think, a Kershaw in there and something else. Anyway, he's got 2 prizes. So if you haven't watched that video yet. And Scott Douglas is doing a Bobber Buddy giveaway. So Jerry says he's got New Zealand's. I like New Zealand's. Californians.
I want a lot.
Don't want lops for food.
Not for food. I want to lop and call him
There you
Buster.
go. Yep. Yum yum. Stir fry, gravy.
That's how you name meat rat. It is so weird. I hear an echo. There really isn't one in the room. But it's so weird.
Yeah, because you hear it directly, and then the time that it takes to go through the internet,
Yeah.
down my computer, through the internet, back to your computer, into your headphones, then you hear it again. So there's
Yeah.
like echo.
This makes me have an echo.
Redneck, how big is your tiny house? I'm interested in that. I want to see.
What, baby? What? Did Daddy not get you out at all? No. Even though you had a beautiful sunny day. You could have put your harness to use.
Actually, the grass never got unwet this morning, today.
She could have eaten it.
Yeah.
You wouldn't have to mow.
Yeah, that's a wise choice, Rick. Yeah.
This mama will hunt you down. You touch my baby. Either baby.
You gonna lay down, huh?
She's thinking about pooping on mommy's side again.
Oh my goodness, been a long day. I'm very tired. This is going to be a short chat.
Well, for you.
Yeah. Somebody come join Jeep Girl, and then I can lay my head down. I think the one that we were looking at, Redneck, was 186 squares on the bottom level.
What?
And then there'll be 2 lofts. I actually
What, Nosy?
kind of designed it myself,
Nosy?
and the way I wanted it, the way I want it. But anyway, it's the upper loft is not the one loft is actually going to be a low loft, and so it's the loft is actually at ground level where it's shallow, and then the living room will be raised. So you actually go upstairs a little bit to go to the living room. So it's like, I don't know how you would go like that, split level like. And I've been doing a lot of studying, a lot of plans. I get on and draw out the plans for it and a lot of things like that. But as soon as the funds become available, that's going to be our next project. And setting up the off-grid system and getting that wind turbine put up and that type of thing. Of course, we need some more solar panels, but right now I think the big thing is actually getting enough batteries to store all that energy. Jeff down in Missouri Wind and Solar just introduced a brand new LED readout charge controller that's going to handle both solar and the wind turbine all in one. It has options of dump loads, which I want to do, and a brake controller on it, all in one panel. Really nice setup. I went and looked at it on the site. Really like it a lot. So that might be that what would go next after we get it set up. So, you ready?
I can be.
Okay, here comes Jeep Girl.
Just making sure the baby doesn't go back to bed. Because there's a lot of cords in the bed, so. This mama hasn't had time. What time? Every other week, so before we get more time. But yeah, I guess I can do questions, answers, anything. Keep this chat going. Nobody decided to join me. Well, Jeep's not nobody. And Steve isn't nobody. But Steve had to go. He's on the phone call now. He said less than 300 square feet.
No, I mean like 14 by 16.
Oh, so he's asking like 14 by 16. I don't know if you can hear him as well as his. His mic is awesome. Mine, I don't know. You're going to jump over mommy, and that's a no-no. I don't have quite cards.
Yeah, I mean, like I heard you talking about that one night about Miller County following the road. There's a lot of, I don't know if you guys watch 6 by off grid. He is actually innovating a lot of codes that are going to set standards, especially in Pennsylvania. But if they go in one state, it's very easy for them to set precedents in another state.
No.
So if you check him out, like his new gray water recycling system, because he engineered it and it passed through the inspections, now anybody in Pennsylvania can now use his gray water recycling system. He's the first one in Pennsylvania to have it. So,
Ow! Sorry. That one was loud. That was more of a bite than a nip. That was more of a bite than a nip. Yes, she is. Saying she doesn't want to share me with her daddy. Mm-mm. That was more of a bite.
Hey.
You need to go potty? Is that what you're calling this? Huh? Yeah. You are okay. You are safe and you can handle it. Yes.
bright.
I know. We like seeing Elsa better than Annie. Bye. Don't answer that. It's not a safe question.
The video was at the season.
I thought she was invited in. Hello, baby. Alright. I'm gonna switch this mic back over to Jeep for a little while I try to figure out where everyone is.
Oh, mine again. Okay. Yeah, she's actually going to try to get some other people to come on because I'm going to. What?
I see what you were saying.
What are you talking about?
There, it's better. It didn't sound right.
Oh, okay. So other people can join the panel if you're out there and would like to. You can go ahead and come on in. Okay, 12 by 20 foot. That's a good size shed. Yeah, that's a good size shed. Yeah, no, I'm interested in seeing that. Redneck, I'd like to see what you come up with it and how you
No.
put that plan into action. Jeep goes after a bunny.
Did you try stomping your foot at mommy? You stomped your foot at mommy?
Jerry, how many uh, breeding does do you have? That's a good question. Let's hear about that. Jerry, if you want to come on, we can.
Jerry, do you want to come on?
That would actually be a good chat subject. Would be rabbits for food. Welcome back, Seeds. Can you hear us any better now?
Yeah. I just heard you nice and clear. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. No problem there.
It was just very muffled on the other.
Well, we both got to run headphones on because otherwise we run ear interference between the two of us. So I don't know how that affects on that end. I apologize.
That's why you need to get out to your property so you can be down the 1/2 acre side and she can be down the other 1/2 acre in a tent.
Exactly, yeah, no. We got a lot of work to get done down there. Just talking about that. The next thing is getting batteries. That's our next big goal so we can set up that wind turbine, get that going, start storing some energy. And I don't know if you've seen the new LED, both solar and wind charge controller, all in one that Jeff from Missouri Wind and Solar just put out. You can get it with the brake. Yeah, 440 amps it will handle. So you can get it with the brake, with the dump load, with the solar controller, the wind turbine controller, with the rectifier if you got the 3-phase AC, and it's all in one single panel. You just slap that up, run your wires, and call it Bob's your uncle. It's all good. The single unit I just looked at, I think it's just over 130, I think, something like that. And then as you add on components, it goes up. But even for that, for a good charge controller, 130 is not bad. So.
There is one small problem with your property is that there's a ridge that goes up right behind the roof. So does that affect the wind flow?
Yeah, but the wind comes from that hillside. So the wind comes aloft over the top of the trees there, and then down low it's not so windy, but up high where we could actually get the turbine up, the wind comes across there pretty good up high. So I think that it might be ideal
Well, that
because
would,
we won't get a lot of the wind down low, but we'll get that wind coming off aloft up high. So
you know, the front of your block, which direction does it face? If you're sitting on your block, you're looking towards the road. What way is that?
that's to the north.
Well, that's good.
Yeah. Yeah, the north side, and then the west side is that little side access road that runs up to the neighbors up on the other side. And then
I was mainly
everything,
thinking you've got east to west there at your disposal all day then, so that's great.
yeah. That's it's actually sitting pretty good, and still have to do a little bit of designing how we're going to do the solar panels, just because the hill is on the back side, the south side. We can't put them down too low. We're going to have to put them up a little bit to clear that hillside a little bit to get that sun on the panels themselves. Jerry, what I'll do is I'll send it to your YouTube channel and send it to you in a message. Just take me a second here and I'll be right back. I'll let you girl.
Oh, great.
I
Okay,
keep
I'm
forgetting
back.
that you've got people. I think you're talking to me sometimes, and I realise you're talking to someone else.
Oh, I talk to myself all the time. That's what I was doing. Candle! My candle, you just made me scare my baby. The bunny baby, not the real baby.
Okay, Gary, I sent it to your YouTube inbox there.
And hopefully the baby didn't bite through these. It's my boy! Animal! I haven't talked to you much today. Grandma, did you want to be joined in here?
Give him a name, yeah.
I didn't do it.
Okay.
Well, I've got to do some work. Not work very hard, but I've got to do work every now and then. So I'm going to click out of the live chat, and I'll just maybe down and pop in the name in the other chat. So you guys have a good time, and I'll catch up with you shortly.
It's a nice sleep, the calculator.
Hi, Keith. I invited somebody I don't know. Sorry, person, I don't know this. When you come on, I need to block you. Okay. Well, because I have not been successful in finding people to come on, we didn't have a good honey chat. So I will go ahead and say goodnight. We will be doing this again very, very soon, so that people can have a chance to connecting more. I enjoy my time on here, especially just seeing my friends and saying hi.
Jerry. Jerry's coming on.
Oh, Jerry's coming? Jerry! Well, then I can stay. I just needed somebody else to talk to besides Jeep, because Jeep wants to put baby girl to bed. and put himself to bed. Hmm. Oh, no, so good. It's okay. It's underneath you. And yes, there were 2 pellets on my serve bed. It has to happen. So this is a part of the chat that Jeep Girl is sitting here talking to herself again. Don't judge me. And I only left right after that because I know Cameron will say something. I am your Jamaican sister. I don't work enough. Okay? I feel like I should fill the silence with words, because words help fill silences. But I I really don't think so. Who joined me? I'm Redneck joined.
Well, I told you I would.
Hi, Redneck.
Howdy, howdy.
The responsible party is a slick Brooklyn businessman named J. Louis James, who wins the contract to make the bridges steeper.
I think Jerry's trying to work on his knife clip. No, that's axes. Those are cool.
He was going to do a good job of manufacturing the wire at a good
I
price.
just keep on looking at them, and everyone was really looking at. I was showing.
It's too brittle to break season. But he's cooked up a way to fool Washington Roman food. He got the contract based on some wire samples that he had another company manufacture, and somehow managed to manufacture enough good wire that he was able to pass the inspection that was very insistent upon.
Okay, so everybody got quiet.
Yeah, no, Jeep is planning on going to bed. So you put baby girl, putting baby girl to bed.
Take a detour on the way to the bridge.
And Redneck, you did learn using that in the baby bunny.
Defective wire, which he would then take to the bridge. The good wire was taken back to be re-inspected on the next wagon load.
Okay, I'm back. I had to turn TV down.
Redneck doing me too. Because Redneck likes me more than me. So after you decide you're leaving. I know that case, Redneck. I'm sorry for pulling you through that. But I will be right back, so I will let Jeep talk for a minute. I'm gonna go do something quickly around the house.
Okay, so I come in the middle, and I was actually out of the room, so I'm not sure what was talked about. But so the shed, what type of shed? How tall is it? And what are your plans with it? I'm interested in that. And then Jerry,
Jerry's not.
yeah, Jerry's there.
He just got back as soon as I leave.
Jerry's talking about rabbits.
Rabbits. Honestly, I don't know how tall it is. It's 8, 9 feet probably. You know, it's got a frame roof on it. Dad used it for a lawnmower shed.
Are you going to be able to do a loft in that, or what is your thoughts?
Oh no, it's just me, so I'm just gonna put a bathroom in it, and you know, pretty much one room, kitchen, living room, everything else is gonna be one room.
Yeah, yeah. And how far is it from your current house?
Not far.
Oh, okay.
I was trying to put one out in the middle of the woods, but you know, the county regulations say that I can't. So
Now, do you have regulations on how big of an outbuilding you can put out before a permit?
well, since it's gonna be a, you know, like regular little sheds now, because we built several of those, but my dad bought this one for a lawnmower shed. You know,
Uh-huh.
he does lawnmower and stuff like that, but he's retired this year from it, so he doesn't need the building anymore. It's actually still in pretty good shape. He's only had it like 8 months.
Now, are you going to run plumbing
Oh yeah.
bathroom, or are you going to run um, like gray water recycling and compost toilet?
Oh no, bathroom. I'm running full plumbing.
Oh, okay. And you're going to tie that into your existing septic system, or are you on city?
No, we live out in the country, so we're gonna tie it onto the existing. That way we can, you know, I
Yeah.
just don't want to be composting toilet.
It's a lot healthier.
Oh, I have no doubts, but
Yeah, no, I'm a firm believer in humanure. I'm not going to put it on my garden, but I will put it on other plants. So
yeah.
after it sits down, that's why I was recommending Fix by Doc. He's got a commercial available composting toilet that really seriously hardcores compost, and then he composts it into another barrel, and then so it's 6 months in the one, 6 months in the next, and then a year out in the like what you think of as a regular composting bin type thing out there before he ever uses it. But I mean, a good year and you ain't going to have any pathogens whatsoever. And 2 years, I mean, you totally use it for food, but um, he's like me. He's not going to put it on food, but he will put it on, shrubs and garden flowers and things like that.
Yeah. That'd be kind of fun, but
No worries, Jerry. It's okay. It happens to all of us. It's really bad when you're hosting it and you can't get it to run either. It's okay, Jerry. Thanks for coming on and trying. Camo, when do you come back? Oh, you fly back tomorrow night. Okay. So what have you done, and when are you going to get started, Redneck?
the we got part of the insulation up. Well, the insulation's up, but I'm thinking about insulating it a little better, and the electrical work's been done to it, so I'm going from there.
Our Tiny Home Adventures, or our Tiny House Adventures, a new channel up on YouTube. They just got their installation in. They did the same thing. I think theirs is a 12 by 20, and they're putting in a bathroom. They're not going to be off grid. They're going to be on the grid. They just had the water ran in. I think they're going to do a cesspool recycling type water system. I think that's what it is. But anyway, they're just getting started. And they did a neat thing the other day. They took construction paper, like contractor grade construction paper, and then glued it to the floor, but in like strip pattern type thing, and then glued over it. And then they layered several layers of varnish over the top of that and made their own like hardwood flooring out of it. It was kind of neat.
Nice.
Yeah.
I've never heard of that.
I never heard of it either, and I'm like, okay, they did it in a 3-video series, and I'm like, well, I got to see this. Come on, more videos. Get them up, you know, because I was kind of excited because I never seen it. They tore it and made like 8-inch blocks basically, but rough edges, you know, but the square edges of the factory paper is the edge they would put against the wall, and then everything else was just overlaid, and you lay down a layer of glue, but they water down the Elmer's glue, and so it applies real easy. Lay the paper down, and then on top of it they lay down another layer of Elmer's glue, and then they let that, after they get it all done, then they let that set and hard and dry, and then they come back with lacquer and lacquered the whole thing several coats, and they made their own hardwood floor. That's the first time I've ever seen it done. I thought that was very ingenious.
Cool.
Very
What did you say the name of it was?
Our Tiny Home Adventures. Or Our Tiny House Adventures. I'd have to look it up. But yeah, they're just starting out a new channel. They've only got I don't know, maybe a dozen videos up now, and they've all been on their adventure since they got the tiny home. So it's real neat. Real.
It sounds like it. I'm gonna try to look it up. And
I'll try to find the link here.
yeah, it's not showing up on the
Okay.
results.
I'll find the link here and I'll put it in the internal chat. I'll put the name out in the external chat so everybody else can see that too. Okay, this takes me a minute to find them.
Yeah, I got like 600 channels I follow, so sometimes I miss people's videos.
Yeah, yeah. And you know what? I noticed that some of them aren't coming up in the feed all the time. And even other people are like, "What? You just did 3 videos?" I said, "Yeah, it was all on my fire kits." And they're like, "I haven't seen none of them," you know. So I don't know what. I don't know what happened there, as far as that goes, you know, because YouTube is constantly changing everything. You can't trust them for anything.
That is true. They should keep trying to fix something that ain't broke.
Well, I can understand they're maddening, but it's the end goal is supposed to be, you know, what matters. But we get so many crashes and so many. Like even tonight, I had to refresh Jeep Girls page 3 times to get the chat to work.
Yeah. I keep trying to type in the chat, and the screen keeps freezing.
Yeah, that's happened. Our Tiny Home Adventures. I got it here. So, like I said, I'll put the link in the internal chat here for you, and then I'll put the name out in the regular chat.
Yeah, I was watching that, what is it, Tiny House Nation on TV?
Yeah, I did watch that too. That was awesome.
Now, they had some ingenious ideas on how to save space, like that smuggler's hatch or whatever they called it. I hadn't never thought of those.
Now, mine, what I designed was, whoa, what was that? Thought, well, what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to raise the kitchen about 18-20 inches and put a trundle underneath where like the dining room and all that would be, not where the plumbing is, but on the other end, so that way you move the table, or in the dining room you move the table, and underneath from the kitchen into the dining room will come out a trundle bed. So if you have guests that ever come over, because 90% of the time, 95% of the time, you're not going to, have to have an extra bed in the room. But if you ever have that one or two times that somebody comes to visit and they need to sleep or to crash or whatever, you just pull out the trundle from underneath the kitchen and just move the dining room table over, and you'll have an extra bedroom basically. So that was one of my ideas. And then on the opposite end, because Tiny Jeep is still small, instead of putting a loft up high where you would have to go up high, the loft will be underneath, and the full-size room will actually be up a few stairs to go into where like the living room would be. And that way, the kids' room will be down low where they don't have to climb up high into a loft, see?
Yeah. That sounds cool.
But I've drawn it all out on SketchUp and drawn plans and the water system and electrical system, because ours won't have anything other than what an inverter will run for 120, and everything else we're going to all run on low voltage, all from the solar panels and the wind turbine. So all the electrical throughout the house will all be, even the lights will be 12 volts or 24 volts depending on which ones, the fridge, everything will all be low voltage. We already have the off-grid refrigerators that run on 12 volt, and so I mean right now literally the next step for us is for the off-grid part is the battery system, so we can get that up and running, and then the tiny house itself. So yeah, no, Jerry said that he couldn't get his equipment to work right, so he just stepped back out, but he thanks for the invite.
No problem, Jerry. Anytime you want to come in, just let me know. Sorry this was so disorganized. I was trying to keep Jen's going. But
I can mute so you can talk.
okay. I wanted to keep Jen's chat going. But we had dinner, so I had to do dinner and tell Tiny to go to bed, which he ended up scaring us all. And went to bed on his own without hiding because his night. You go stay out. But he's growing up. Just don't ask me that when I'm sane, because I might say no, he's not. When am I ever sane? Camo, don't you ever dare answer that. But yeah, I'm back. I got baby girl to bed. Tiny gets in bed. I said, this mama gets a chair.
Yeah, now you got to put up with me.
Oh, great. Just so long as you learn your lessons, you're fine.
No, I'm still planning on eating your bunny rabbit.
You will. I will.
Well, we only live once.
At least Rick learned from his mistake. Rick said he would never ever threaten the bunny again.
Yeah, but I'm a redneck.
When we get our meat rabbits, we will gladly showcase them off as dinner.
Nice.
But not my Elsa. Not my Elsa. My Elsa's my baby. And Jeep might kill you because Elsa is what's keeping me from wanting another baby.
Oh, okay. Sorry, Jeep. I won't eat your bunny rabbit.
And he's actually more attached, well, not more attached to Elsa than I am. I'm really attached to Elsa. But Elsa's more attached to him, so. Even right now, she doesn't like me. I'm the one that does most of her, I have hair in my mouth from her. It's everywhere. She sheds like no other. But she'll be like cuddled up to him, no problem whatsoever. She jumps off him to my side of the bed and poops. And jumps back onto him. Every time. Every day.
It may be the whole female thing.
Well, her previous owner was a female, and she was very, very close to her previous owner. So we're thinking it's because her previous owner was female that she has issues bonding with me right now.
Could be.
So, we don't know, but I'm using that as her excuse right now.
Yeah.
Because even if that's not the case, I don't want to hear it. I'm kind of, my phone keeps going on, at least I'm good. Good to be not connected.
You're phasing out on us.
No, I'm not. I'm here. Can you see me? Redneck, did you get me again?
It's hard to hear you.
Okay. Let me find. I don't understand. Can you hear me better now?
Yeah, that's starting to go a little better. I don't know, maybe
Okay.
it's my headphones.
My microphone is
They're
right
about to fall apart.
My microphone is right here, and I tend to undo this one, and my microphone goes all the way over here and doesn't pick me up.
That may be it. And it may be my headphones are messing up because my kids broke them.
No, I can be around the meat rabbits. Meat rabbits is what's going to keep my family alive.
Yeah, we're talking about getting chickens and rabbits.
Yeah, okay.
And like I said, that will keep my family alive. So I am okay with eating and cooking and prepping the rabbits that he butchers, and he's got to butcher it because I can't, because I am so close to my Elsa. Not saying that I'll be as close to the other rabbits, but because I am so close to my Elsa, I don't think I could kill another rabbit personally. I have no problem. Like I said, I have no problem preparing the rabbit. Not my rabbit. That's my rabbit. That's my rabbit. Plus, Elsa's too old to eat, so I'm just telling you. It'll be all tough. Feed the jerky. Rabbit jerky.
Rabbit gravy. Oh my God. That stuff is so good.
You touch my rabbit. I will touch and remove something from you. I learned I can't wear my hair like this week. Because I'm working with the infants. Well, I've had my hair pulled in not a comfortable way. Yes, folks, there is a comfortable way. They will not be pets. Meat rabbits will not be pets. They are meat rabbits. They will be given alfalfa so they get fat. And they will be dinner.
I don't know. I think I view everything as food. How edible is that?
Oh, so you have a use for off-grid living. We can
Huh?
keep you.
Yeah.
You have a purpose. We'll give you everything, and whatever kills you, we know we can't have.
So there's always uses.
Right. My back is actually. You want to jump off? Do you want me to? Okay, I'm going to mute myself here for a second so Jeep can say goodbye.
Okay, it's been a long day. I'm beat. I thank everybody for coming on and this random, just thrown together, want to talk to our friends thing and everybody that came in. It's awesome. Thank you. But I'm tired and my eyes aren't staying open anymore, so I got a couple emails to shoot out and then I'm going to bed. So everyone, thank you so much, and thanks for the wonderful support on the EDC fire kits. And we'll talk to you all later. Hopefully tomorrow night we'll catch you on one side or the other.
Night, G.
Good night.
And that was my lovely Jeep. I love him dearly. And he's conquered out at night. Cute when he's asleep. He's really cute when he's asleep. Just kidding. He'll probably sit on here kind of half awake watching this. Well, Rick, what I really want to do, well, I'm not getting off, just Jeep was. We were just trying to pull somebody up here, so I'm not just sitting here talking to myself out to you guys, because then I'll be talking, and then I'll be waiting for the delay, and then I'll be talking, and then I'll be waiting for the delay. It's not as fun. But, what I really want to do, and this is for extra money on the side, is I want to kind of breed lion heads. And the reason why I want to do this, and this is way down the road, this is after we're doing breeding for rabbit, like breeding meat rabbit. We get used to that. But I want to breed lion heads because of how difficult it was for us here where we're located right now to get lion heads. It took us forever to find a lion head. And the only reason why we got the lion head we did is because it was somebody else's pet. They did all the work to go and yeah. They did all the work to get their lion head, and they finally found theirs. And unfortunately, they're moving to Chicago and couldn't have their lion head, so they got her a better home. I'm trying to see where I have too many cats. So what's new with you, Redneck?
Not a whole lot. Just getting ready to start working on that, and that's about it. I don't have. We just getting ready to breed rabbits or get rabbits and chickens to eat. Gonna try to get it stuff to grow a garden next year. You know, usual prepping stuff, but you know, we don't call it prepping. My family thinks
No,
I'm
we call it
crazy for
living
prepping. Well, that's what we always called it, but
What, living? We're living. We're not prepping. We're living.
Yeah.
And we're living with preparedness for tomorrow, in case something happens tomorrow.
yeah. See, that's the way I think. That's, they think I'm crazy for trying to figure out how to stockpile food and water and trying to figure out ways to. We have a well of our own, so I'm trying to figure out a way to hook up solar panels and stuff to the well so we can keep fresh water in case, the power goes out for any length of time. They think I'm completely nuts for it.
I'm paying attention to you. I'm trying to add you as a moderator because I want to just. I'm playing with this chat because this is not my first one, but this is one of my. Sadly, this is one of my bigger ones.
You'll get used to it.
I don't know how I can add them.
Well, there's a Susan.
Well, hi, Susan. How about the mom?
It's going good. How's them little ones? Always have to know about the little ones.
What?
Uh-oh.
Dead air. It's dead air. We're waiting on responses back to keep this chat alive.
Come on, people. Join the chat.
G wanted to make sure we were also here. He's like, is that dead air? So yeah, here's dead air right now. I don't dead air because then I have to fill it up with random silliness, which I don't really actually mind, but other people do.
Nah, random silliness is the best.
Jeep looks at me funny when I fill things with random silliness.
My ex-wife used to look at me weird when I came up with random silliness too. But she didn't understand me, so yeah.
He loves me even though I get random silly. He's known it from the get-go that I do it. And he takes care of me when I'm injured. I do that often. Not on purpose, but I do it often. Hold on a second. Oh, I never found it.
Uh-oh. Everything went quiet. So, did the harmonicas and noisemakers drive you completely nuts?
Okay, I'm back. Listen to what he's doing. So on my recommended videos, I just gotta say this because I find this really funny. On my recommended videos, my first one is kids character building / obedience. Yay, obedience! The next one is second chance hangout on Google Plus. Live stream catch up, stop and talk.
Okay, now I heard you talking the other day that you have to, at work, you have to use this positive reinforcement. You're not allowed to say no.
We're
Right.
allowed to say no, but they don't like us saying no. They like us giving, like, when you give a choice, you know how, like, growing up, you're like, well, you can either have the chocolate or you can have the raisin. You know what I mean? Like, well, technically those are two positive choices, so. But, like, you can either go to bed or you can stay up and watch TV.
Uh-huh.
Kind of like, you know what I mean? That was the choices that I was given when I was growing up. You know what I mean? But if I made a different choice, like saying I did something wrong, I didn't get that choice. I had to go to bed.
No, we
Well,
had the
here we have to give two positive choices. So, and they make it so that you give the positive choices, both of them being positive for what you want the child to do. For example, today in Circle Time, I have multiple classes that I work for. And today in Circle Time, I'm not telling the name of the company, I'm not telling nothing. I will say, conscious discipline is the method. It is all online. I'm not giving away a big secret. Conscious discipline is the method. I had one little girl who is being very, very, very disruptive during Circle Time. So her positive choices were, you can either sit here nicely with your legs crossed, or you can sit over there nicely with your legs crossed. Which one is best for you? You know what I mean? And then the same little girl later on, after snack time, wanted to play somewhere else, doing something else. Well, you can, doing something completely different. Well, you can either read this book, or you can read this book. Which one is best for you? That's what they're trying to do. Now, when we have, sorry, I kind of moved this up. Hi, Jack. When, wow. Oh, when we have our friends, call them friends, when we have our friends beating each other up, we don't necessarily punish, well, obviously, if it's drastic, we do. But a lot of our children in the school that I am are from infant to about 5, 6 years old is the oldest. So we have, so what we do is, like, we turn them to each other. You go to the victim first and said, did you like what they did to you? No. Well, then what do you tell them? You need to teach them how to treat you. So you have to tell them so they know. I didn't like that. Why didn't you like it? It hurt me. And then you turn to the victim, or not the victim, the abuser person hitting, and you just pretty much turn around and say sorry, and this is what we're going to do from now on. So, yeah. Weird.
I don't know. I
It makes sense. And after you spend 8 hours watching the videos, 8 hours are not too bad. Watching the videos, it does make sense. It really does. And we've been doing it with Tiny Jeep a little bit around here. We have helpful hands, kind words, listening ears, walking feet, and we like filling people's buckets up with kindness. So you always do kind deeds to fill the bucket up.
And what happens if you have a child that's got a little bit of gumption and just pretty much bucks the system and says, screw you?
Well, this is really funny because this was actually demonstrated a couple times during the videos, which is really funny. Every now and then you will have the kid that says, because we always turn to the victim first, because you empower the victim. So the victim doesn't have pity on them, you empower them. Have them have a voice. So it's very much, every now and then you will turn to a victim and go like, well, did you like it? Well, it wasn't so bad. And you go like, well, when it stops being fun, please tell them, okay, I've had enough. Thank you. It's no longer fun. Okay. And no, I've had a couple of kids like that. They are really fun to play with.
Well, the reason I'm asking is because back when me and my wife was going through our divorce, I had to take parenting classes.
I did too.
And like I didn't know how to raise my youngin from already. He was like 13 by that time. But
well, it's so that one parent doesn't wear a kid hat instead of the adult hat.
Well, if you know my parenting style anyway, I pretty much let him go. I let both of them go. So I mean, I try to be a good parent, you know, but
I can't touch him.
I was a buddy. So they both got really strong personalities. So if it had been my child, he would have more than likely looked at you and said, you know what, you can go fly off a barn or something, you know. So I'm wondering how they try to get you to deal with that kind of a personality, because that would never work with Magnus. He's just too strong of a personality.
I totally agree. There are a couple of children that it is very hard to deal with them. But after a while, some of them do understand a little bit better. Like, well, this makes sense. I don't want to hurt my friends. And this is the best way that I can do without doing it and still have fun.
I just can't see it working for Magnus. I mean, he's 17 now. I mean, you know, he's a good kid. But I just couldn't ever see it working for a youngin' that was anything like him. Because he's so strong-willed, he's just way out there on it.
Yeah, it happens. But a lot of these babies or a lot of these friends that I have, we've had since babies. And that definitely, it definitely helps with it. You know what I mean? And it's not brainwashing them. They want their creativity to come out. We do not teach core at the school at all.
Oh, I hate that Common Core stuff.
Oh, I do too. but we don't teach core, and I have a bunch of pre-Kers, and this is 3 to 4-year-olds, 3 to 4, counting, spelling numbers, writing without Common Core. I mean, really? It's like we all need Common Core because we're so behind intellectually. Now, we had crappy-ass teachers and they got away with it.
Yeah.
For a couple generations. We had a bunch of mediocre-ass teachers. And now we have to put them on a system because they are so mediocre to keep them all uniformly in line.
Well, the thing that bothers me with teachers is, as children, we were taught that, the teacher's always right. So our parents automatically think the teacher was always right. So the teachers now have got to where they mistreat the kids. But as a parent, you're like, no, they're not doing that. They can't be doing that.
Mm-hmm.
But because as parents, you're taught that the teacher's right. They're a good person.
And now, I'm going to take that and kind of play devil's advocate. Because as much as I said there's a bunch of mediocre teachers out there are still some very amazing, wonderful teachers out there. I'm just thinking,
oh, trust me, I know there's some really good ones.
There are still some very, very good teachers. And it's hard because of they don't get the recognition that they need to get, because you always get that one difficult child, because you have that difficult child. The difficult child comes from a pampered family, and it's no longer listen to your teacher. When the teacher gives you a bad grade, it's no longer the child's fault, it's the teacher's fault. You know what I mean? It's like, to be devil's advocate, and I get it. I get it over at my school too. Even as young as the infant room. I get a teacher or a parent come in. Well, it is so difficult to put my son down for a nap. You guys are doing it wrong. We have 10 infants in the room. Yes, we have 3 adults for the 10 infants, which is in state regulations. It is a balanced room. And we have each of those infants. Yeah. Oh, sorry, the roommate. We do have it balanced. And yes, we do have the infants on a schedule where we're not yes, we're constantly working, but we're not constantly neglecting a child. No child is ever neglected in that cycle, especially in the infant room. Infant room is the hardest room to balance out because each child is on a different schedule. And we have this one child is going to be moving up to the next room, and he does not take naps anymore. He will not take a nap. We will try for 45 minutes to put this child down, and he will not take a nap. That is the most time we are allotted to make a child try to go to sleep. That is the most. Because more than that, it neglects another child. It takes away from that child's attention. And we can't do that. So we definitely, it's hard. And it's hard to, like, the one that, yeah, right? I can't do that. We're actually not allowed to use physical to punish a child. Take him down, Top, huh?
Jack, you're crazy, man.
Take him down south. We'll teach him a few lessons.
Alright.
Unfortunately,
There is nothing wrong with a good butt whooping. I got plenty of my day.
unfortunately, I'm north of the Mason-Dixon line, and it doesn't work out that well up here. My ex-father-in-law. Boy, I take you down south of the Mason-Dixon line. I'll straight eating you up.
Oh, when Magnus was going to school, when he was in elementary school, they found out that he had ADHD.
Mm-hmm. Don't ever dare medicate your child.
My ex-wife put him on it. We have now.
Get the vision checks, try herbal remedies. As a child who is misdiagnosed, there are ways around it. It messes you up.
Oh, she had him put on it, and we finally got our doctor to agree with us that we were going to take him off of it and just work with him on other stuff, which the FFA and stuff like that's working a lot because they give him time to relax and calm himself down and stuff like that. So, but yeah, she had him on it. And I hated him on that stuff.
But he's not himself.
Yeah,
the children are not themselves.
Yeah, he was always real calm. I don't like that with him.
Very calm. Another thing to do, and this is one thing that a lot of psychologists and stuff, and especially the psychologist that we have our method off of, does. Children are meant to move. We are meant to move as humans. So sitting down for 8 hours a day, learning things, does not help us. Take your... Oh, hello. Come on, thank you. Don't autofocus on me while I'm in the middle talking. It messes me up. Take your children out for 2 to 1 hours a day. I know that we messed up. 1 to 2 hours a day. And let them run, play, do things. Learn outside. Take a book outside. An adventure book or something. And take it outside and learn that way. Make a map. Teach them counting that way.
Oh yeah.
As they're older, make it more difficult. Do things like that. And that way you're also interacting with your child.
Yeah. Well, he had some really good teachers when he was in elementary school. They would work with him, get him to do stuff around the class and stuff like that. Let him help the other kids. It kept him calm. But now he's got into the FFA, so he gets to go out and work in their garden and go off and drive the tractor. I mean, just all kinds of crazy stuff. Now that really interests them. So
I wish my dad would have. Unfortunately, I live in the middle of the city. But my dad was a proud member of the FFA when he was young, and I wish I lived in a place where I could have been. I really do. I wish I could have been a part of the FFA. I wish I could have been a part of 4-H, which I could have been, actually, even in the city. I could have been a part of 4-H. But I wasn't. And that's what I really, really, really wanted to do.
Well, we've got a 4-H here. They were in, my boys were in it for a while, but they didn't seem to like it as good.
No, my dad always said that FFA was more interactive than 4-H. He liked FFA better.
Yeah.
But in the city, I think we have Boys and Girls Club, which does take urban children and do things like FFA does. But for the urban kids, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know. And if I'm wrong, please, anyone, do correct me and tell me. But I believe that's very much. It gives children activities. Sorry, moving. It gives children activities to do, so it keeps them out of trouble. And that's actually what all these organizations were built to do, anyways. Just saying. Really doesn't take a rocket genius to do it. Yes, I know it's a rocket scientist. But I was trying to redneck it up a little bit.
Well, thank you.
No problem.
Everything should be redneck just a little bit.
Just a little bit.
So what is everybody talking about in chat? Don't have a clue.
They were, Jack was talking about his metal detector. Hold on. Let me bring it back up here. Well, hi, Stump. How are you doing? Jerry and Jack were talking about, wow. Well, Jack kept on telling me that I had to spank the kids, which I can't. I really can't.
Yeah, but you just know sometimes you wish you could.
Oh, some of them. There was one little kid. He's not going to be in my class long, and what's really sad is I think I'm actually going to be moving with him. Which really deep down bothers me completely. But he needs to like all of it, and he's not a bad kid. He's ornery, very ornery. It's his way or the highway.
I know a few kids like that. I think I have one.
And unfortunately, with 10 kids in there, it is very hard to do that.
Now, why are you having to move, though, in it? Do they just automatically move you up out of the kids' room?
Well, my title is an admin sub, which means I go from both of our buildings. We have 2 locations in town. I'll be at one day, and I'll be at the other day. That's how it goes. They don't have a teacher for the day. That's where I am. I'm not certified as a teacher, so I will not be an individual teacher. So that does cut me down a little bit. But very much so, it is. This week, I am with the infants, and I'm a floater or planner, which means I go to each classroom, and in each classroom the teacher gets to plan for 45 minutes. So it's fun. I get to see all the age groups this week at one building.
Well, see, I couldn't do that job. The kids would aggravate me too much. I'd go ballistic.
Oh, see, I really want another one, so it's kind of helping.
Oh, don't get me wrong. I love kids. They just get on my nerves.
Yeah, no, I really want very, 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 very much want another one. Somebody else isn't quite as excited yet. No, I'm just kidding. He'd be okay with it.
You
If it
just got
happens.
you just got to talk Jeep into it.
Oh, each classroom is recorded. Every classroom is recorded.
Really?
There's a camera in every classroom.
That's just weird.
Nope, it's to keep everyone in check.
Now, what happens if the kids record you, though?
If the kids report me,
No, I'm saying, like some, I've watched videos on here where the kids, they tell the kids they can't record them with their cell phones or whatever.
well, I would hope that our way of raising our kids has not dropped so low that 6-year-olds have camera phones. First of all,
I've seen it.
I know I've seen it too, just not, shockingly enough, not in my schools. Neither one.
I've seen some 6-year-olds that can use cell phones better than I can.
Well, my 4-year-old can show my mom how to use her phone,
See?
but it doesn't mean he has one.
Well,
He does not have one, and he will not have one until he's in high school.
Oh, right here, you'd be amazed at the kids that have cell phones.
And if he has a cell phone before high school, it's going to be one of those starter phones that can call 3, maybe 4 numbers besides 911. It would be me, Jeep, my mom, or my dad. Those would be the 4 numbers.
Yeah, all I use is one of those little.
If I had to program another number, it would be his dad's.
I use one of those little burner phones, but you'd be amazed at the kids around here that's got those $400 or $500 cell phones. It's crazy. But the schools around here have told the kids they're not allowed to record with their cell phones. Like if they go into classes or something, they're not allowed to record the classes or anything with the cell phone. I don't really get that.
It kind of makes sense. In my class, well, in my school, we work with the DCFS. We have foster kids, and some of those foster kids cannot be recorded. We cannot say they're, like, right now, I could be sued if I said any of their names. If I showed you a picture, if I said any of their names, anything, I could be sued.
Yeah.
By DCFS. By the state, I could be sued. And then I lose my job. No chance at getting a teaching license. And I'd be back down to square one. But they cannot be recorded because of security reasons. You never know what the child is going through, whether or not the biological parents know where they are or not. Because sometimes DCFS just takes them away and says you can't see your child, ever.
Oh, yeah.
Or the monitored visitation, they can't. All my classes, they can record audio. And you have to have a special note saying you can. I had a learning disability where I could have it recorded, because then somebody could sit down and help me with notes. Help me, like, every time I had to be retaught how to do notes, because I couldn't do it right. I couldn't ever learn off my notes, but I also have a really weird memory. So, yeah. But, no, the only reason why our classrooms are recorded is because we got a lot of teachers going, or not a lot of teachers, a lot of parents going, well, you wrote up this accident report, But I don't believe that's how it really happens. Or can I see what really happens? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that way, because on our accident reports we do relative time when it happens, so that they could go back to that time and they can see what happens. And it's only for office use. It's none of us get it. And I believe at the end of the week it's wiped. I think. I'm not sure though. I don't really care.
That's interesting. I did not know they did that.
Well, mine does. But mine's also a private. It's not a public.
Ah.
Yeah,
That may
I'm
be a
public.
difference.
I'm a private school.
And my kids go to public school. Well,
My son
one of them does.
My son does too. And as of right now, he will stay that way.
Well, I've always heard people say you should homeschool your kid. I can see where that would be an advantage because it would take away the Common Core thought.
Mm-hmm.
But I also see it as a disadvantage because then they wouldn't have the interactions and learn how to actually deal with people.
Well, that's what I'm really stressing right now with my son. Is the interaction with other children. Because when we move out to the homestead, we may just pull him from school and homeschool him. We may. We haven't decided yet. It's still up in the air. Happy birthday. Sorry, it just came up as a reminder on my computer. I know it was so remembering. I do that all the time. So, anybody have any questions, comments, fun things you want us to talk about, want to ask me or Redneck? I do have that guest speaker Redneck with me today. Say hi, Redneck.
Hey, everybody. I'm sure I missed somebody when they were in there.
Right now we have Stump, Susan, Jack. I do have 8 people watching me, but I only have 6 thumbs up. What's up with that? I'm pretty sure Jeep is watching somewhere, I think. He is trying to fall asleep though, so he's not commenting. Jerry, you still out here? Rennick, you're watching. I hope you're watching. I hope you're watching.
Actually, I'm watching, playing WoW, and working on other videos.
Iridium was watching. I don't know if he still is. Camo was watching. My boy, Camo. And a sister from another mister. His Jamaican sister. But see, there's a lot of, yay! There's a lot of communities, not communities, but there's a lot of homeschool communities here in the area that I'm from. Thank you for the thumbs up. Oh, see, those are my 2 thumbs up that I forgot. Yeah. Or didn't get. But we have a very, very strong homeschool community. And even if I decide to work, Um, Tiny Jeep can learn anywhere on our homestead. He can interact with the farm life and understand that. He can understand, like, there's a lot of things that we can teach him that he won't learn in school. And I really don't want him learning on the Common Core. Really don't want him learning. And I will not send him to public or private school because well, first of all, I can't afford it. It is just no. Second of all, I don't like a lot of the private schools around here. I mean, I love my school that I teach at, but again, I only teach up to 6 years old. So what's the point of transferring him schools that I tried getting him into the school for so long?
Yeah, I froze up.
You froze?
Yeah, I froze up for a minute.
Oh, where'd it go?
I think I gotta shut WoW off.
I have somebody pointing at his clock, and it is getting a little late. Alright, friends. Oh my gosh. I ain't calling y'all friends anymore. I have to say friends all day long. Call the children friends. I love you all. Love you. Hearts. Thanks for watching. Whoa. I jumped to 13 on that refresh. Thank you so much for all the thumbs up. Thanks for watching. We had fun today. This Jeep girl has to go to bed because I have an early morning with Tiny Jeep. And the only person I missed her Jeep. Before I have to go to work. Redneck, you want to say something?
Nah, just bye, y'all.
Alright. Y'all have fun. We're gonna go and hit the hay. Since he's in here. Bye, y'all. Oh, like, comment, subscribe. I'm here. I'm gonna be doing these a little bit more often just to get my family in. And see my family and talk to my my good friends. They're not that old. Well, maybe the youngest one of them. Except for Batman, that boy, whatever. That dude. So, yeah. Talk to y'all later. Bye.